Yay.
Welcome everybody, episode 28, attempt number 2. Just lost my internet. My internet's been going down like about once every hour and a half for some reason. It lost like a week, which is much more annoying when you are trying to live stream. So quick wrap up again. Made this histogram name chart. Also tried it as a heat map ARP chart. Might do like a hover that has this inside of it. Okay, moving on. I'm creating another table now, a new chart, I guess, underneath this first one, which is going to be, or the goal was to try to show the, so the people in the scatter plot initially, it suggests about who had the most views, but now I want to show just a table that shows who had like the biggest leap or change from their average. So I just created this new file. The only thing I had to calculate was this change, which is the death views adjusted divided by the median views adjusted before. And make the table, find the data, enter, append, tr, and then let's say const tr. And then the row is going to have all that thing. So append t. I can give them class names. And I can steal the regex that I did in the last thing. So there's going to be the name. I already forgot what I had. And change, which is what we just calculated. Which is going to be text, but it's going to be formatted. Let's see. Function. Percent. I don't know why I'm struggling right now.
Oh, number. The format. Yeah.
Number. I just like totally brain froze. Format. And I probably want to do 0.2. Oh no, it's going to be in like, nah, we'll just round it actually. Because it's going to be like 5,000% or something. So percent might not be the best thing, but we'll see. Format percent d.change. Let's get stuff on there. And then I can also put in like what did I say? Views, average. Now we'll just say that views and views death. All right, let's see what happens here. I never put it to entry. Errors are good. Resize is not defined. Table, so I don't need a resize function. Hey, look at that. Not a number, not a number, number. So I got the average wrong of data. Oh, I never brought in median.
Is this ordered or no?
The table? It will be.
It will be, so it's not ordered yet.
It works, it will be.
Got it.
one day it'll work. Median views adjusted. Here are these long. Woo! Whoa. I mean, it's an ugly table, but it's quite that can't be right. 600,000 divided by 253. Oh, it's 200. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
200. Maybe I should just say like multiple. Do people understand like 202,000 times bigger, right?
I feel like that's actually a little bit more intuitive than
Okay.
yeah, 200,000%.
So it's how would we describe it?
Format times.
Oh no, like what would you use for the where is it? Change HBS. Instead of percent change, it's
Um,
times how many times bigger it is, but like
multiplied? No.
um
Because the language is the page views after death were 200 times the
yeah.
average page views.
I don't know how you say that as like a label.
Yeah. I don't know. I keep going to like, because you're essentially multiplying it.
Yes.
Um,
This has to be exist somewhere.
yeah. Times bigger. I mean, yeah.
I need to find the name for that. Let's also do some awesome formatting. So function format.
Times.
Okay, I'm going to say comma. Number. And format. So I can use that for all of them. Thousands place. Format number. Oops. And I've been using, I might just actually end up using, what's it called? I need to round this as well. What's it called? Monospace font. I've been using that. New carousel. Style. Table. Could just try it now. I don't want to do everything. You give those class. Uh-huh. Quite a big table. So no, it's interesting if you're still there. I actually just assumed that people that had the biggest spikes were going to be the biggest times bigger were only going to be small people, but that's definitely not the case actually.
Yeah, I
It's
expected some different people at the top, actually.
like the fact that you have like Avicii who has 5,000 views on average. I was expecting only these tiny numbers.
Yeah. There were a couple I had in my head just from what I've seen that I thought would be up there, and they're not.
This is kind of pretty interesting.
And
So
it's
actually,
limited at like what, 20?
number of people?
Yeah.
Oh no, all the people are on there.
Oh, it's all the people?
This is everybody.
Okay, cool.
I maybe don't need to include everyone.
That was going to be my next question. Are you going to cut it off at one point?
I could cut it off at like the top 20
That's what I was thinking.
or top, like how many is that? Top like 50. I have like,
It is 100, yeah. Right? 89 or something.
yeah, I think it's 81 right now.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's interesting to go through.
Yeah, it is. I
Even
mean,
if
it's
it's
not
a
that
little
bad.
long.
Not
No,
that
it's not
bad.
that long. That's why I thought there was actually less. It just on my screen, it looks like less. Yeah. But I guess that's a choice for farther down the line.
Yes. You could also, I always like having just like you could have these ones here and then just simply do a max height at like
Mm.
overflow hidden. Oh, where's our, what? Why isn't that working? Maybe because it's a table, it's special. Well, here, let me do that on figure. There we go. We could just be like 20 RAM. Oh, right, we could have that, and then we'll have a little button underneath that says like expand.
I'm muted. No, I like that.
I don't know how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like 15, 20.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That would be really cool. So if they wanted to see more.
Yeah. So I can, whatever, once I figure out the sizing, we can figure out what the number is so I can make it so it's like exactly 20.
Yeah, I like that. Big fan.
Okay. So the only other thing I was going to do is actually color scale it. So like this was scaled. I like color scales. I love a good 538 color scale table. Sucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have more of the New York Times ones in my head. I'm always a
Ooh,
big fan of their tables.
show me one.
All right, let me go into my Viz Ideas Google PowerPoint or Google.
See, they always have it in sports.
Oh,
See,
I'm
bad
not on my right.
example.
Give me a moment. It's on my old laptop, but
Okay.
I'm on my work one.
Just gonna click every link until. And of course, like the one time I'm looking for one, they don't see them. Oh, no color scale. What's going on? Well, there we go. Found it. This is what I was thinking.
Got you.
I mean, it's super simple, but I think it's a nice added.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's like heat mappy, but kind of just aesthetic, but actually translates some information.
So let's see. a little more styling while we're at it. The fun stuff. Where is our change? All right, so let me throw on while we're looking for that, a scale. Scale linear. Main 0. I could go from more than 0. I should probably go actually from. No, they go to 0 here, but no, they don't. Oh, I'm just going to go from d to the extent max. And I'm going to use the range because I'm actually going to do this like I did in the last one with opacity. So it'll just be tr dot style opacity scale change. We need to get errors. Oh shoot. I don't want to just do opacity though, because it's the background color. So now it's going to be, what color yet? Oh, RGBA. Oh, I forgot the last. Look at that.
I love it. Big fan.
Big fan. Okay.
Big fan. It's my catchphrase.
Big fan.
And then when you can expand it, I love it. It really does add actually another dimension to a table.
I totally did it wrong though. I only wanted it on first one.
Got you.
First of type. Oh, why is that not working? Wait. I only wanted it on here. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Might actually put it off to the side just so it's. And then I always like to have a nice little line dividers. Use my chart tool, but oh well. I mean my table tool. Wait, what just happened? Oh. Times bigger. And all right, that's close enough for now. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Okay. Actually, there's something I feel like it's missing on the TH. Yeah, needed some more breathing room. So long. Okay. All right. A lot of text. What do I want to do next? Let me check that in. Yes, I mean, once I add the last graphic, then it's just gonna be tons of design polish, and I guess extra features. I have a lot of extra features, like all the stuff from the first chart that I need to do. I might as well finish off, let's say this week. Let's see if I can get the data going for the last chart. I think that's my goal. So the last chart is the before and after. So the way I was thinking about it is we see the rolling average before death, and then we've got this rupture, and then the rolling average after. I just wanted a reason that I think the moving or rolling average, I think, is a nice way to smooth out those lines. So I think it'll do a better job of showing the trends. Yeah, let's do that. So we're back to calculating. So let's go to our other
Calculating.
our other thing, wiki data, good. Also, when did that XXX10, when did he pass away? June 18th. What is it right now?
About a month ago.
So he, as long as I don't release this on Thursday or next Tuesday or Wednesday, which I'm not going to, he'll then be included in the data. And I think his is super high because right now he's filtered out because we need a month of data afterwards before they're included.
So he'll be included.
He'll eventually be included, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, if we look at the all, oh, why isn't it letting me? So he is right here. So it means there'll be a couple other people. Oh, Coco the gorilla. Oh no, I
Oh
forgot. I
no.
totally forgot about Coco the gorilla.
Will he be included?
Yeah. Or we'll have to filter Coco out.
Interesting. That's interesting on its own.
Well, let's see what happens with Coco. I mean, it's the only. Well, I don't know if it's the. There could be other animals in here. I guess that we haven't looked. I feel
Yeah.
like dog, cat, gorilla. Oh, two. Oh no, I thought there were two. Monkey. What other animals could there be?
Dolphin? Is that just because I'm from Florida? That's
Yeah.
what came to my
No,
mind.
no one cares about dolphins. Come on. I mean, can you name a famous dolphin? It's
Um,
real.
there was one in Florida whose name I can't remember that was like the oldest dolphin in the world or something like that, and he died like a year ago.
Oh, he's not on here.
Okay, Amber would know. All right. She used to work with the person who did
Amber would
that.
know that this is totally true. Okay, so let's see. I want to create data for the what's the chart? I already forget what I'm calling this one. Okay, so for after moving average. I've made these functions, but oh well. So do this. This is going to be called impact data. I'm going to loop through all the people, grab all their page views. So by who's chatting me? Train of thought. Okay, so we get all the page views. Ooh, so the nice thing is I've chunked it up so we can very easily say before their page views by bin. One is each day, which is what we want. Start. We want to include everything, so I'm just going to throw that on there. And then end, we want everything up to not including, I think, because it's inclusive. Actually, that's before. After, we'll get all the page views. Sorry, at one. Actually, you know what? I have to think about this. I don't want to include, I still want to include a 48-hour buffer. So I'm going to actually start at 2 and at infinity, basically. Actually, I should. Now we've got the page after before and after. I think I found a moving average GitHub stars. Thought I found one. I did. Moving averages. There's a couple. All right, let's install this. npm I moving averages. I think we just have to supply it an array of data and the period, and I think I probably want to do like a 1 week moving average. That seems like a nice. I'll start there. So we can say const moving average 4 will be well, I need to, was it import MA? So const moving averages will require moving averages.ma. And we need to filter it to just be the numbers. So const before numbers is before dot map b dot use adjusted b use adjusted, right? Because it's just page view, so I'm good. And after n, we can just throw this in there. And we want to say const period, let's say 7. So in theory, I now have moving averages for each person. And I actually want to create a new thing. Let's see. So let's first just, I want to log this out for the first person, see what we got. And it worked. That's cool. For n. That worked. Oh, they're not numbers. Perils of working with CSVs. If I is equal to 0, console.log ma or mab. Sweet, because you can't have a moving average on the first without 7 elements. So basically the first one it has one for is the 7th element. And that looks like it's working. I think. Okay, so that also means that on moving average after, it won't have anything for the first. Oh, that's so many. All right, early death, that's why. So that really means there's no moving average until a week after the death. That's the first one we're going to actually show, which is fair. Still is exceptionally high. That makes sense, actually. I wonder if I should do actually like a 30-day moving average instead. Let's just start with this and see what it presents like. All right, so now we've got that. We need to turn this into what our page view data looked like, basically. So see, we want to say for app. So we'll keep the page views, and then I use item. So we just want to look up the corresponding value. So we'll say moving average is MAB of I. So it'll be null for the first couple. We do that here, and we do that here. With moving. So let's say before. After. We can just join those two. Maybe we can just make the distinction. Joined equals before. Ooh, okay. It. Oh, change it. I change. Cool. See what we get. In web data, we now see impact. Woo-wee. And we should now have no moving average, then moving. Nice, this worked. True and then false. That's cool. I think this is also all the page views, and that's not necessary. I think we'll look at like limited to maybe like, I don't know, 100 days before and after. So we can actually now just run a filter on this. Filter. Let's look at that output again. Bin death index. Actually, math dot speed up is less than 100. Sweet. So it brought us down to 15,000 rows instead of 90,000. Also, we actually don't need all of these things. We're really just going to need the bin depth index. And in theory, we really just need the bin depth index, the MA, the before, and the page ID. So I'm going to do that. On page ID. And death index, yeah, and death index. Moving average. And file silos would be a lot smaller. Oops, B is not defined. I don't know why I switched over to B. Data. Right now the file is 990 kilobytes. And 494. That's a lot better. We can work with that. I mean, I can make it much. Oh, that can be reduced. Let's do better. I mean, I just round that, to be honest. We're never gonna. Yeah, those are in pages. So math.floor. And or it could just be null or 1, I suppose. Now we're optimizing. Look at that, down to 263, much better. Oh, what's with my not numbers though? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I tried to round something that didn't exist. So I'm gonna say d.ma. All right, we're good. That's it. Let me run make copy data. Impact data. Awesome. Now we have that ready. I think I'm probably not going to start doing another chart right now. I'm ready to start my weekend. So I think I'm going to call it there. Thanks for joining, Caitlin. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Ta-ta.